How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean and welcome back to another Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom video. Okay guys, I've been doing a little bit of digging, and in today's video we're going to talk about Lockwood, Benjamin Lockwood, Lockwood Manor, and what in the world is going to be happening with this whole entire plot line. Before we do that, please drop a like, go ahead and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell. You know I really do appreciate it. I can't do this without you guys. So anyway, moving on. Lockwood Manor is going to be the focus point of this next movie. But there's a lot that's going on with Lockwood Manor. There's a lot of hidden things, a lot of things that we don't really know about, but there's some things that you can kind of piece together. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get a quick synopsis of the next movie, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It's essentially the fifth movie in the Jurassic World timeline. So after the demise of Jurassic World theme park on Isla Nublar, the dinosaurs roam freely on the island for 4 years until an impending volcanic eruption, I think it's from Mount Sido or something like that, threatens to destroy the island and the dinosaurs. Claire Deering, Bryce Dallas Howard is who that's played by, the former park manager, has now founded the Dinosaur Protection Group, an organization dedicated to saving dinosaurs. Claire teams up with Benjamin Lockwood, played by James Cornwell. Very important key feature here. The former partner of John Hammond. They're partners, co-founders of Jurassic Park. They team up to launch a dinosaur rescue mission and bring the creatures to a sanctuary that Lockwood has created in America. Don't forget that detail. Claire also convinces Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, a former dinosaur trainer who worked at the park and former boyfriend, of course, you know, to join her mission so she can locate Blue, the last remaining of the 4 velociraptors that Owen had trained. After Isla Nublar is destroyed by the volcano, the dinosaurs are brought back to Lockwood's large estate located in America. At the estate, Owen and Claire realizes that the dinosaurs are being auctioned rather than saved. A dinosaur hybrid known as the Indoraptor escapes and terrorizes the people at the estate. Okay, so we have to figure out who is Benjamin Lockwood and where is Lockwood Manor. So when John Hammond was starting up InGen, the company that would clone dinosaurs from ancient DNA, Benjamin Lockwood was his partner. John Hammond died in 1998 and handed over InGen to Simon Maserani, who built Jurassic World. After the disaster in the park and the death of Maserani, unforeseen events started to manifest. Lockwood tries to deal with this blowback and of what he and Hammond had done. So that means that Lockwood's going to be dealing with a lot of stress, being as he's associated with InGen and what happened with both Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. So he's probably going to be looking for a way out. When Biosyn comes along and probably gives him a nice little payout, he'll probably be happy to go along with whatever they do and recruit, Owen and all the rest of them to do, I guess, his bidding. But that doesn't necessarily make him evil. That just necessarily makes him, trying to save his own ass, a preservationist, I guess you could say. I mean, the implications that this has for the story are incredibly fascinating. Just where was Lockwood during the events of Jurassic Park, Lost World, and Jurassic World? Why was Hammond, Maserani, or nobody else ever spoke of him? And why is he just now stepping out of the shadows? I mean, what does he have to hide? We've hypothesized that, whomever owns the mansion may be, a dark reflection of John Hammond. Or maybe even vice versa. We don't know. Less than ideal version of his already flawed self, While it's likely that Lockwood is a protagonist, part of me can't help but to distrust him and his motives. I don't know. I don't know if he's just doing it for, profit and to save his own butt, or to save his own butt and the dinosaurs' butt, try to give him a sanctuary, right? The still untitled Jurassic World. So yeah, there's a lot of things. I'm not sure if he's going to be a protagonist or an antagonist. He's a very peculiar character. It seems like this movie might deal with a lot of animal rights and rescue missions and bring them back to like sanctuaries and stuff like that. So he might be a good guy who just gets caught up with some bad people, possibly. But anyway. Lockwood Manor, being as Benjamin Lockwood has separated from Hammond, Maserani, and the failures of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, he has So if he's a part of their organization, he would have some money to begin with. But if he's messing with Biosyn and all these other, I guess competitors, and after the fallout of both Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, he may be looking to recoup some money, save his own butt, disassociate himself with Jurassic World and Maserati. And this might be where this Lockwood Manor comes in. Now, this might be an old manor that he has already had. It might be like a lineage type thing, or it might be new. We don't know. But it's surrounded by a large forest, a fenced-in large forest. So when Owen and them get there and they figure out that all the dinosaurs that they're saving are being auctioned off, are we aware that Lockwood is aware of this, or is he? We don't really know. Maybe his strings are being twisted too, right? Maybe he's the only one who can bring Owen and all them together, right, to get Blue and to get the stuff that all the other bad guys need, and they're using him as a go-between. He might not necessarily be bad, and Owen and them might be able to recruit him halfway through this next film, right? Well, we don't know. And that might be, in this little small group here, might be the onset of the third movie and actually giving the dinosaurs a sanctuary and stuff like that. I think that's kind of what's going on here. But where is the Lockwood Manor located? You know, it's surrounded by a forest. It's fenced in. It's got to be somewhere that's warm. You know, dinosaurs historically, or, you know, reptiles, you know, ish, I guess you could say. So they're going to need a place like, I don't know, Louisiana. But, you know, from a sheer story-making viewpoint, it would have to be in the South, in some bayou or swamp area, since that would be the best place for dinosaurs to adapt in the American mainland. The only question is the state. You know, it could be Florida or Louisiana is possible, since Jurassic World was actually filmed in Louisiana, so that's really possible. Then there's Florida, which is rich in invasive animals, monitor lizards, pythons, and even king cobras and crocodiles, which are part-time man-eaters. You know, my guess is Florida because of how they might want to make an analogy to invasive species. But that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if it was some other southern state. But, you know, on the other hand, if you look at some of the pics of the manor, the geography may hold some clues. I mean, the home itself and the gate are surrounded by tall evergreen pine trees. You know, Real Tours Hawaii posted some pictures of Claire's filming a scene set amongst some similar looking trees. Her wardrobe was different from what we've seen her in the rescue missions, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could just be, you know, slightly north. There's some of those trees in northern Louisiana, and also, you know, being as they're kind of in semi-retirement for those 4 years, kind of doing, she's doing her own thing, making her own organization. She could just be somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, she could just be somewhere else, and they're trying to go to her, right? So that's where those types of trees can come in. But also, it could be in California, if you think about it. It could be Northern California, mid-California, somewhere around there. So, you know, or, you know, with the scenes with Claire in it, you know, I take it could mean anything, possible scenes around the mainland or scenes near Lockwood Manor, but not necessarily that far, you know, south. Maybe they're, you know, who knows? There's so much that could be speculated about Lockwood Manor. And Benjamin Lockwood, I'm not so convinced that he's necessarily evil. I mean, I don't think John Hammond would, you know, necessarily partner up with people who are inherently evil. Maybe he's been swayed over the years. So he's going to have a big backstory. But the main thing is, why hasn't he been mentioned before? What is his role? Will he be a bad guy, per se? And where is Lockwood Manor located? Oh, and another question. How much damage will that Indoraptor do to all the people there who's getting all these dinosaurs auctioned off? Which is another thing. I don't know if they're just trying to, like, recoup money to it, or if they're trying to auction off, you know, to government officials and use them as, like, you know, weapons. Like, as they were discussing in the previous film. Like, a lot of this stuff is it's got some heavy stuff with it, man. Like, some of these implications that are going through are just crazy. I might make another video about that, like the implications of just auctioning off dinosaurs and them having them as, you know, either weapons for the state, or just people having like an Indoraptor in their Lockwood Manor, just kind of sitting there chilling, not having, you know, not being able to hunt, not being able to mate, not being able to, you know, live its life. Oh, that poor thing has to be so mad. But anyway, I hope you guys like. I hope you guys comment. I hope you guys subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. It really does help me out. This has been what, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the Lockwood Manor. If you guys like this, please let me know. And I appreciate you guys like always.